John was born in Maryland. His family moved to Delaware. He was a law student in Philadelphia. He also represented Pennsylvania in the Stamp Act Congress in New York. He also studied at Middle Temple in London. John Dickinson didn't want to gain independence from Britain, as the whites did. This was his biggest failure in his term in government. Dickinson had many slaves that farmed his two lands, but when Quakers recommended slaves be manumitted, as soon as the next year his slaves were freed. John's biggest achievement was his spot in the government before independence. The Quakers would have been John's closest allies since he worked with them in stopping slavery and he belonged to their religious group. The nation was John's biggest challenge when standing for Britain. John was born into a wealthy family and set out to be a lawyer, but when he got involved in economics and agreed upon being a part of Britain, his stature declined. I would rate Dickinson a 5 for what he did in our country, because he took a stand to slavery with the Quakers, and even though we didn't agree with him, he still stood for Britain.